Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Enjoy Learning Computer Science. In this session, we are going to learn about the different string operators. Let's enjoy learning string operators. String operators. The first string operator is string concatenation operator. Concatenation means joining, okay? It joins two strings. So which is the concatenation operator? It is plus. Plus is the concatenation operator. It joins two strings. Look at the example. str is equal to go is the first string. Corona is the second string. I am going to join these two strings using the concatenation operator plus. So look at the output. It is go corona. There is no space in between. It just joins two strings, go and corona. Now it is a single string. So the string concatenation operator is plus, which joins two strings. Okay. The next one is the string replication operator. Replication operator is asterisk. This is used to repeat a string a specified number of times. For example, look at this. Yes is equal to okay. This is a string. Now I want to repeat this string 3 times. So print yes. Yes is the string. Asterisk a number, an integer value. 3. So the output is okay. Since I have given 3, the string is repeated thrice. Okay. So the number can be given in the left side or in the right side. Like 3 asterisk s is also correct. Yes, asterisk 3 is also correct. Okay. So if you want to repeat the string 5 times, you have to give s asterisk 5. So concatenation operator is plus. It used to join two strings. Replication operator is asterisk, which is used to repeat a string a specified number of times. Next string operator is the membership operator. There are two membership operators, in and not in. In operator returns true if a character or if a part of a string or a substring is present in a given string. If it is not present, it returns false. Not in operator returns true if a character or a substring or a part of a string does not exist in a given string. If it exists, it returns true. Look at these examples. E in Excel. So Excel is the string. E is the character or part of a string. This E is present in Excel. So in operator will return true. So E in Excel gives you the output true. Now the next one, E not in Excel. So E is present in Excel. So when it is given, when you are using not in operator, if it is present, it returns false. Now and in Excel. This and substring is not present in the string Excel, hence it returns false. And not in Excel. Yeah, here and is not present in the string Excel. So this not in operator will gives you true. Thai not in Thailand. Why it is returning true? Because Python is case sensitive. Here Thai means T, capital T should be there. So Thai is not present. Here it is small t. So it is different. Capital letter and small letters are different, right? So Thai is not present in Thailand. Hence it is true. And Thai in Thailand. You can see, is Thai present in Thailand? No, it is not present because case sensitive. The first letter is small letter. Hence it is false. The next string operator is the comparison operator. What are the comparison operators? Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. So how strings are compared using comparison operators? In the basis of lexicographical ordering. So do you know what is lexicographical ordering? The order which we follow in the dictionary, alphabetical order. That is lexicographical ordering. Okay. And Python is case sensitive. So uppercase letters and lowercase letters are treated differently. And when you compare uppercase letters are considered smaller than the lowercase letters because the ASCII value of uppercase are less than the ASCII value of the lowercase letters. Okay, so strings are compared on the basis of lexicographical ordering, and uppercase letters are considered smaller than the lowercase letters. Look at the example, E equal to E. So when we compare, E is equal to E only. Both are same. Both are smaller case letters only. Hence, it returns true. Look at the next one. E not equal to E. Even though both are small case letters, it is given not equal to. So, what Python will return? Yes, obviously it is false. Next example. Maria equal to Manoj. Print Maria equal to Manoj. So how this will compare? First compare the first letter. M is equal to M. So the next one is also the same, A. Then R. In the next set, R is compared to N. Is R equal to N? No. So hence it will return the output as false. One by one letter you have to compare. So Maria not equal to Manoj. Yes, it will compare the first letters of the two strings. Then it will compare the second letters of the two strings, Maria and Manoj, which is same. Then the third letter of the two strings, it is not equal to. When it is not equal to, it will return the output as true. Now, is Maria greater than Manoj? Right? So, first you have to compare the first letter of the two strings, which is equal. Second letter of the two strings are also equal. Now, the third letter, R greater than N. Is R greater than N? Yes. Why? Because R comes after N only. Hence, the output is true. Okay. Now, Maria greater than or equal to Manoj? Yes. If it is greater than, it should be greater than or equal to Manoj will give the output as true. Is Maria less than Manoj? Next one. See, it will compare the first letter, it is equal to. Then compares the second letter, both are equal. Comparing the third letters, R and N. R is not less than N. R is greater than N. Hence, the output is false. And Maria less than or equal to Manoj is also false. How to determine ASCII or Unicode value of a single character? There are two functions. One is ORD, O-R-D, and the next function is CHR function. So, ORD function returns the ASCII value of a character. If you give a character, it will give the ASCII value of a character. So, ORD of A. So, what is the ASCII value of capital A? It is 65. So, hence ORD of A will give you the ASCII value of the character A. Similarly, ORD of J. So, what is the ASCII value of J? It is 74. So, ORD of J will return the ASCII value of the character J, which is 74. Now, next function is CHR function. This function returns the character which corresponds to the ASCII value. So, now we all know the ASCII value of the small letter A is 97. So, let's find out the corresponding character of 97 using the CHR function. So, CHR of 97 will give you the corresponding character of the ASCII value, which is small a, and then CHR of 65. So, 65 corresponds to the character A. So, CHR of 65 will return A. Did you all enjoy learning the different string operators? Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. You can share with your friends also. Thank you. Bye-bye.